Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Wayne with halftheflip.com. It's Thursday. So, yesterday we observed George Bush's passing, and we had no mail. So, today I should be shipping out twice as many items as I normally do, and that is just not the case. So, right now, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18 items is all we've shipped all week. 18 items. I have a lot better weekends. And here it is, almost a whole week, and I've only got 18 items. I'm sitting here and I'm trying to figure out what exactly I can do to change what the problem is. And one common thing that I see here and is right here, this listing. Although my wife does put in my items, that doesn't fall on her. It falls on me. There's things that I can do to list to make sure that we get lists every day, active and rolling. What I need to do, and I've said it before, and since we've been in this place, my routines have kind of changed a little bit because I've had more room to spread out. My first original schedule was based upon being in that little basement, and I couldn't spread out like I am here. It's a lot easier with everything spread out. The schedule before I did in series because everything had to be moved and adjusted to do it. Now everything's out, so there is no reason why that I'm leaving this warehouse without something in every one of those. Every one of these zeros should be filled, even if it's one. Even if this is one item listed, shows that I at least have some kind of movement in there. This one listed would give me my photograph, my pre-draft. Now, I understand that I'm not going to be able to source every day, but there is no reason why that I can't move stuff to Poshmark. There is no reason why that I can't list an item every day just to ensure there's movement. So I'm not saying that I'm in a bad mood. It's just realizing that, I can't make a living on 18 items. I have to get my volume up. I have to get my sales up. Everybody says fourth quarters. I went through this last year. This was one of my lower times, was in December. What was it? February, March, for me was incredible. So I'm hoping after this it'll pick back up. But you got to do what you got to do it. So with eBay's new giving watchers, so you can send an offer to watchers. I have done that all this morning. So it's 9:30 right now. I'm normally out here already. I probably sent out another 100 and some offers for some of my older items to try to shift and move out. It gets the money in, it gets my old product out. It's a win-win for both parties. So I'm doing that, and then I can't complain too much about not making sales if I'm not moving anything over to Poshmark. If I'm only sharing 2 times a day, or I'm sharing 1 time a day, like I did Monday, one share. I can't get in front of everybody with that one share. And the problem is, I guarantee you, I know when that one share was in the morning. So I'm on the East Coast. So at, even at 7 o'clock in the morning, there's 3 hours difference. So nobody's up at 4 a.m. on California, and I know that the majority of my stuff goes to Florida and California. So if I'm not sharing at those specific times all the time, I'm not making those sales. So I know where it's going. I just need to be smart about when I share, and share it at the times that I need to be sharing them. So what are we doing today? What are we going to make a difference today, right? Today I am going to get these orders pulled. We only have four orders, one international. So one of the retail arbitrage items that I bought, every one of them that I bought, that's been bought, has gone overseas. So obviously it's not available overseas, or they've been out a while. So very happy with that. I can't even imagine what they're actually paying for the item, because I use the global shipping program. So it's a very light weight item. So going to Kentucky is very cheap, but I'm sure they're paying quite a bit for import taxes and everything. So we're gonna try to get that knocked out. I am going to get a tote done of clothes. One tote. I want one tote done, and then I'm going to move on to the next items. I have a couple items to photograph. I want to get those photographed. I don't care if it's one or two items. I want to get something moving all the time. That way I can get those items in and drafted on eBay, so there's at least movement on eBay. Last night I did take some time and try to find a couple items that I want to start sourcing for retail arbitrage. Right now it's still very much a crapshoot for me, because I haven't been in the game long enough to know what I'm actually looking for. I have been consuming a mass amount of content about retail arbitrage, and there is a lot of stuff out there that just shows you the guessing game. So I understand the guessing game. You go in there, you scan it. If it makes money, you buy it. What I want to do is more pre-planning. There is a fantastic YouTuber I like watching, The Bearded Picker, and that man drives hundreds and hundreds of miles, and he knows exactly what he's going to get every time when he goes out there. It's the only way to do it. So I'm trying to hone in those skills of trying to find exactly what I'm looking for before I even head out. My first thought in 90% of the videos that are out there on retail arbitrage is clearance. Well, if I'm getting it, you're getting it, the other guy's getting it, all it's doing is driving down the price. So it's either like the Bearded Picker always says, first in or last out. So I want to get in on the first-hand bit of this stuff. So definitely some of the stuff I'm learning is what to look out for, where you need to look to find out what is actually selling before you actually go out and try to even find the item. If one item normally retails for $19 and it's selling for $60, how do I find out those items on a constant basis? And one thing that I think I'm going to start looking at, I kind of figured some stuff out yesterday. Definitely one of the things that I've noticed is lack of demand. So if an item can't be found online to be able to purchase, that's a higher demand item. If the item is limited to a certain store, that is a demand. So now I have to learn how to sort and find these set items, and then actually go out and purchase those items. I am this close of starting Amazon. I really believe that this is nice and this is helpful, but I can hold an unlimited amount of inventory there. So, and at the same time, it's the stuff that sells. So I'm not going to do what I did on eBay. When I did eBay, I decided that I was going to purchase everything I can, and volume is king. So the more volume I have, the chances of selling items are increasing every time I add more items into it. An item is going to sell. It just depends on how long it is. I can have 100,000 items, and every item that only sells once a year, that flow is so smooth that it doesn't feel like it's taken a year for that item to sell. That's what I based this whole thing on, is sheer volume. I wanted to be a volume seller, bring it all in, and let it trickle out all the time. So the more I brought in, I knew the more I would sell. That's not how you can do Amazon, for sure. So what this is going to do is hone my skills of finding those set items that are actually going to be really good fast flips. And I'll actually get to play more on eBay with it before I actually jump in to the fee systems on Amazon. Because to me, what I've seen so far is you can lose your butt really quick on Amazon if you're not buying smart. So I'm super pumped about how everything's going and going on. I'm not super pumped by any means about not selling anything. The whole point of this is to sell and make money. So if I'm not selling and making money, I'm doing something way wrong. So all I can do is learn more, sell more, and move on. So that's what I'm doing. We'll get this done today out here, and then I'm going in. We're going to start sending out offers on store one, and start pounding out some stuff on Poshmark as much as we can. My little baby is sick, so she's taken 100% of my attention. So I say I want to get in there and be able to do this, but in reality, I'm probably not going to be able to do much today. If she can take a nap, maybe I can get some stuff done. But as you can hear, I'm not doing the best. So as soon as she's in bed, man, I'm hitting the hay too. So I'm hoping everybody is doing a heck of a lot better than me right now. I'm not going to complain too much about having what I have, because everything that comes in here, I am extremely happy about. Because without that, this wouldn't be possible at all. So I hope everybody has a great day and it grows great sales in your fourth quarter. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. And here we are. So if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to continue to follow my journey, make sure you subscribe. So until then, I'll catch you on the flip side. Good night. Goodbye. See you later. Toodaloo.